Russian intelligence reported the presence of an electronic warfare station and a radar system near this area. The radar system is allegedly of Israeli origin. Following this intelligence, nearby drone units were alerted. In the first phase, a strike drone was launched to destroy the electronic warfare station, and the target was successfully neutralized. With the initial task completed, attention shifted to the Israeli-made radar system. A drone was dispatched to engage this target as well. And the operation was successfully concluded. Following the engagement in the nearby area, specifically after the area was struck by drones, multiple vehicles belonging to Ukrainian forces were discovered in a forested zone. The vehicles were subsequently targeted and destroyed, according to reports from the scene. Reports indicate that fighting continues in the Dobropilya direction, where Russian Aerospace Forces, VKS, and units of the 151st Motorized Rifle Division have carried out operations against positions of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU. According to available information, identified firing points, defensive positions, and troop deployment areas were targeted using airstrikes, artillery fire, and attack drones. Footage released from the area reportedly shows elements of Russian aviation, artillery units, and strike drone operators conducting combat operations. The 151st Motorized Rifle Division is said to be continuing its activities in the area. Sumy region. Today, simultaneous operations were conducted across the Sumy region. FPV drone strikes were carried out in multiple areas, destroying military vehicles. Several shelters were also targeted. And ground forces conducted operations on the ground. During the operation, information obtained from various houses revealed the locations of temporary deployment points used by Ukrainian forces. The coordinates were transmitted to Su-34 crews, followed by a series of powerful explosions caused by FAB-500 bombs. If you watched until the end, write Keenan Ops and drop a heart in the comments. Radar systems were detected operating intensively across the Sumy region. Following surveillance and analysis, a temporary deployment site belonging to Ukrainian forces was identified in the settlement of Velika Pisarivka. The obtained coordinates were transmitted to the crew of the Tornado-S multiple launch rocket system. Shortly afterward, a missile strike was carried out against the designated target. Kharkiv region. During reconnaissance operations conducted by Russian Air Force surveillance drones, a temporary deployment site belonging to Ukrainian forces was identified inside a 9-story building in the settlement of Kovsharivka. Reconnaissance drones play a critical role in detecting and confirming enemy positions. Once the target was identified, the coordinates were transmitted to the strike aircraft crew. The aircraft takes off. In the footage, a Fab 500 aerial bomb can be clearly seen. The aircraft releases the bomb, and moments later, the video shows the impact and explosion striking the building. The footage shows the collapsed state of the building after the bomb strike, captured through drone imagery. In the Hrabovsky area, Ukrainian positions attempted to resist, but their efforts proved insufficient. Russian forces continued to suppress Ukrainian units across multiple directions. Today, 2 resistance positions were detected. A drone was deployed against the first position, which was subsequently destroyed. For the second position, the coordinates were transmitted to an artillery unit, and the target was eliminated by artillery fire. Later, a vehicle was detected approaching an area close to Russian positions. After intelligence confirmed that the vehicle was carrying ammunition, it was destroyed by a drone strike. Another armored vehicle belonging to the 42nd Mechanized Brigade was detected in the same area, located in a very remote location. The coordinates were transmitted to the nearest UAV units. The vehicle was identified as a French-made VAB armored personnel carrier. We have another report from the Sumy region. Today, a Russian military convoy was expected to cross a bridge. Knowing this, Ukrainian forces had mined the bridge in advance. However, due to intensive work by Russian intelligence units, this information was obtained earlier. Instead of attempting to clear the mines, it was decided to destroy the bridge, as it was also being used by Ukrainian forces. The coordinates were passed to drone operators. The drones were deployed, and the bridge was destroyed with a precise strike. During a reconnaissance operation conducted by security forces in the town of Kindrativka in the Sumy Oblast, traces believed to belong to a group of soldiers who may have planted mines were discovered. Following this intelligence, the Russian army reportedly carried out heavy and intense bombardments in the area using multiple launch rocket systems, MLRS, producing powerful and loud strikes.